Hello, and welcome to Southern Oregon University. If you are watching this video, you have made the decision to join us in Honolulu, Hawaii on June 4th, 2011 for Radar orientation and registration. This video will walk you through the steps you will need to take to prepare for this fun and exciting event. After watching this video and following the steps discussed, you will have access to all areas of technology that you will need as a student at SOU. To begin, we will walk through logging into your MySOU account. From our homepage at www.sou.edu, click on the link in the bottom left-hand corner that says MySOU. This will take you to a login page that you will use regularly throughout your time at SOU. To log in for the first time, click on the link labeled Students Activate Your Account in the second red box to the left of your screen. On this page, you will need to enter your first and last name, your Social Security number or student ID number, your date of birth as a number with 2 digits for the month, day, and year, and a password that you choose, which must meet the requirements listed just below where you are entering this information. Your password must be at least 6 characters long, have at least 1 uppercase and 1 lowercase letter, and at least 1 number. After you have entered all of this information, click the Submit button to activate your account. Once the system has processed the information, you will get a notification that says Account Activated. If it says Error, please re-enter your information and try again. If you continue having problems, please call our IT help desk at 541-552-6900. Before leaving this screen, please write down your username and email address for future use. Once you have written down your information, click your browser's back button until you return to the MySOU login screen. Once you get to this screen, enter your username and password and click Login. Your MySOU account is a one-stop access point that you can use to access your email and class information, register for classes, view and pay your bill, and find most of the resources that you will need at SOU. First, you should activate your SOU email account, which is provided by Gmail. To do this, click on the red M that is labeled Gmail at the top of your page and follow the prompts to accept the user agreement. You should check your email at least once a week, if not every day, because this is the primary way the university will contact you with important information. If you would like, you can set up your email account to be sent directly to a smartphone or other mobile device. Another area of your MySOU account that you should explore is Moodle. Moodle is used in many classes as an extension of the classroom. Instructors can post course information, grades, PowerPoint presentations, and assignments. There are also options for class dialogue. To access Moodle, click on the link at the top of the page. You can log in using the same network username and password that you use for your MySOU account. Once you are here, I encourage you to go to the Moodle Resources and Support site. From here, click on User Guides, Tips, and Tricks, and then view the Moodle Student User Guide. I encourage you to take some time to review this information because you will be using Moodle throughout your time at SOU. The last piece of MySOU that you need to be aware of is your Student SysWeb page. Click on the link at the top of the page labeled Student SysWeb. This page lists your academic profile, your academic advisors. You can access your transcripts and check for holds. This is also the page you will turn to when it is time to register. You can also update your address and phone number and view and pay your bill. While you are here, you need to agree to SOU's revolving charge agreement. To do this, look at the bottom left of your screen for the Banner Self-Service link. Click on Banner Self-Service, then Student and Financial Aid, then Student Account, and then select Sign Revolving Charge Agreement. Take the time to read through this agreement, and then click Agree to Terms. If you don't agree to these terms by the end of your first term at SOU, you will have a hold placed on your account that will prevent you from registering. Now that we have reviewed some of the technical steps you must take to prepare for Rater orientation and registration, we can start looking at what you have all been waiting for, planning your classes for fall term. While you will meet with an advisor during your orientation event, it is good to have an idea of what types of classes are available to you. When you meet with an advisor, you will be given a blue or lime colored sheet that clearly explains your general education requirements. At SOU, we call these requirements University Studies requirements, and they are considered the foundation of your liberal arts education. In order for you to prepare for Rater orientation and registration, we have attached a PDF copy of this document to the email you have received. Before you start looking at classes you will take in the fall, you will need to be aware of your requirements. Your advisor will go over this information with you during your registration session. However, there is some basic information that you should be aware of prior to your meeting. First, on the second page of this document, you will see information about the goals and learning outcomes of the University Studies requirements. You should read and become familiar with these goals so that you have an understanding about how the courses you will be taking fit into your overall educational experience at SOU. Moving on to the third page, you will see a grid that breaks down the options you have for each University Studies requirement. You will need to take 3 courses in writing and oral communication. At SOU, this means taking University Seminar 101, 102, and 103. If you are a transfer student and you have already taken 1 or more writing composition courses and/or an oral communication course, you should discuss this with your advisor to determine which courses meet this requirement. You also need to take at least 1 college-level math course. You may have to take SOU's math placement test in order to determine which course would be most appropriate for you. Each student is also required to take a minimum of 9 credits, usually 3 classes, in both humanities and social sciences, as well as at least 11 credits in the sciences. In addition, 2 of the science courses you take must have a lab component. Once you have completed your lower division University Studies requirements, you will need to take 3 upper division courses that integrate what you have learned in your lower division courses into a more real-world situation. These 3 courses will consist of 1 course in Science, Technology, and Society, 1 course from Citizenship and Social Responsibility, and 1 course from Diversity and Global Awareness. 2 other important pieces of information are found towards the bottom of this page. First, you should read the requirements for the Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts. If you are considering a Bachelor of Arts, you should start your foreign language requirement as soon as possible. Second, the small grid in the bottom left of this page breaks down the number of credits you need to graduate. Overall, you need 180 credits. About a third of your credits will be University Studies requirements, about a third will be your major requirements, and the final third of your credits will be electives or credits towards a minor. Additionally, at least 60 of your credits must be upper division coursework, which includes all 300 and 400 level courses. After reviewing the University Studies requirement sheet, you should have a basic idea of the types of classes you may want to take in the fall. At SOU, we use an online class schedule that will allow you to search through all of the classes that are offered in a given quarter. In order to use this schedule, you must first know where it is located on our website. From our homepage, which can be found at www.sou.edu, you will move your mouse over the Current Students tab, which is located across the top of the page. When your mouse hovers over this tab, a drop-down will appear. The 8th option down on this list is Class Schedule. When you click on this link, you will be taken to our online class schedule. The easiest way to start using this schedule is to click on the quarter for which you are planning to register, and then click the Advanced Search button. The Advanced Search allows you to use as many or as few search criteria as you would like to in order to narrow down the search. An example of a common search would be to find a course that meets the University Studies requirement for humanities and starts after 4 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. In this case, could either take Art History 204 or Philosophy 201. As you can see, this search feature will allow a student to be very specific when trying to find a class that will meet their needs. Another great feature of this class schedule is the amount of information that is displayed on the screen. To demonstrate how this information is useful, I am going to search for all criminology and criminal justice classes that are offered in the fall. While this does display a lot of information, it has been designed to allow students to easily find what they are looking for. For example, you can click on the title of the course to get a course description. You can easily see the number of credits, the method of grading, whether it being pass, no pass, A through F, or option, which lets you pick, and any additional fees for the course. You can also see the time, days of the week, with MW meaning Mondays and Wednesday, and TR meaning Tuesday and Thursday, the room, which you can click on to see a map of the university and where the building is located on campus, and the instructor, which you can select to find his or her contact information. The courses are also color-coded, with red courses being offered at our Medford campus, which is about a 30-minute drive from Ashland, and green courses being offered online or as a hybrid course, with some of the course being online and some being in the classroom. To the far right of the screen, you will see a column labeled F Note. You should always read these footnotes before registering for a class. Additionally, if the last column on the right lists the courses as closed, the class has reached its maximum enrollment. If you find a course that seems interesting and feel that you may want to enroll in it, please write down the CRN or course reference number, the subject, and the course number, all found to the left of the screen. The last thing that I would like to show you is the course catalog. This catalog houses all of the university's policies and academic requirements. It is the best place to look at the different majors that are offered at SOU, and the requirements for each major are clearly laid out. From our homepage, we will again look at the Current Students tab. On this drop-down list, click Catalog. The first thing every student needs to be aware of is their catalog year. Your catalog year is 2011 to 2012, and the requirements in this catalog will not change as long as you graduate within 8 years. Look at the top right of the catalog page and select 2011-2012 catalog and click Go. I suggest that all students look through the catalog and become comfortable with the features of navigation. By clicking on academic programs to the left of the screen, you can view a list of all of the programs that are offered at SOU. If you have not yet decided on a major, feel free to look through the different options to get an idea of what is available to you. You are in no hurry to decide on a major, but it is a good idea to know what your options are. If you have already decided on a major, feel free to explore it to find out what kind of classes you will take while you are here. Thank you for watching this orientation video. I hope it has been helpful and will prepare you for your Radar orientation and registration experience. If you have any questions leading up to this event, please contact Jaden Berry via email at berryja@sou.edu. We are looking forward to seeing you in Hawaii and want to congratulate you on taking this next step in your educational experience. Once you have activated your MySOU and SOU email account, please send Jaden an email to confirm that you had no problems activating your account. Again, his email is berryja@sou.edu. Thank you very much and have a nice day.